Hello, dreamers, and welcome to the second part of the first part of the campaign. Damn, that sucks. But of Wishing on a Die, Campaign 1, Seraph Syndrome. I am your host, Danny, and also the DM. I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts.
Hi, I am Noelle, and I play Stella Starweaver.
Hello, I'm Tiny.
And Tiny plays no one you know yet.
Listen and figure it out.
As we pan across the sweeping plains of an overgrown wild grass and towns abandoned and left to decay, through a port town with docks creaking from the weak lapping of the river leading out to sea, traveling down the beaten and downtrodden pathways littered with weeds stubbornly writhing through the rarely sifted dirt. Broken carts lay decaying and overgrown in the bush aside the road. The trees have splayed their powerful frames, casting shade through the meadows. Dozens of flowers wave and waft in the wind. As we follow these spilling winds, we soar alongside a winged beast bearing humanoid frames. They beat their wings, carrying weapons of gold in the skies above. The sunshine glints across their blades as rays of morn pierce through the clouds above. Panning past a large kingdom, its walls made from foreign stone that contrast against the vibrant greenery within its tall and dusty hues. A water wheel taller than the castles itself and spires of the kingdom churn endlessly, creaking as it does. Through the ghastly and empty streets of this kingdom and the outer gates of the city walls, we wind up at the entrance to a cavern looming with darkness within. Tiny, as your character awakens within this cavern, the smell of freshly cooked meat wafts through the air, accompanied by notes of salted roots. Would you like to describe yourself, Tiny, as you are waking up?
Alrighty. As the scene prevails, you see a tall changeling with long, dark gray hair, all the way down to her thighs, with whitish skin and hues of purple. Her eyes are a shade of white. Along that, she has a small scar on her lip, as well as a mole on the left corner of her mouth. She is wearing a long-sleeved beige top with long brown flowy skirt that reaches her ankles, as well as a basic beige boot that reaches her calf.
And as you wake up in this cavern, you are again hit with that wafting smell of delicious meat funneling through the cave. The lanterns that are keeping you warm and bright flicker with orange flame.
I get up and I try to get closer to the smell.
As you go to get closer to the smell, you kind of open your eyes fully to the area around you. You are in one of the familial spaces that you are very well familiar with. You were born here, after all. They are decorated head to toe in heraldry taken from the crumbling kingdom of Tay. Rugs line the cavern floors, overlapping wildly, creating an uneven yet cozy environment. A small furnace sits in the middle of the room, with a flame flickering within its stone, providing warmth. Divots in the cavern walls are bearing those lanterns that are shedding that warm orange light. And everything feels so cozy in here. As you get closer to the smell, you end up walking into the larger ends of the cavern. And you see a cavern filled to the brim with sprawling flora, able to sustain itself with bioluminescence. Sun spores grow on the ceilings and shed warm light across their roots, piercing upwards, allowing life below to flourish, and a babbling brook flows within the cave, water spilling from several holes bored into the walls. In the center of this cavern, a grassy upheaval juts from the concave floor of the cavern. Dusty brown wooden stairs wind their ways up this cliff, reaching towards the top. A small wooden platform exists on the opposite side of the staircase, with a podium made of the selfsame wood. Garden pots hang from stalagmites and overflow with verdant green vines and plume bearing myriads of colors within their petals. You see, there are 8 doors across the sides of these caverns, but you know exactly the one that has the food in it.
I walk directly into that door.
You walk directly into it, your boots crinkling across the grass, the water babbling beneath your shoes as you step through it. You move through, and you find your way to the kitchen. Inside of the kitchen, you can see that there are some people in here. You see that your mother and another man are in here cooking.
Hello, Mother.
Oh, hello, Akia. Good morning to you. A late start as always.
Just a little.
And you see your mother is a changeling woman with silvery hair that is braided into 2 segments. They hang over her shoulders. She has porcelain skin with no flaws, just as yours. Looking like a walking statue carved to perfection, with features delicately carved into her beautiful face. White eyelashes drape over her eyes and bear no features, that are bleak with no irises. You see she's wearing a large red scarf with an emblem that you've always seen her wear. She's wearing a dull green dress with a tight corset. There's visible stitch lines across these clothes. And she goes, "Well, we're about to go eat. Are you ready?"
Yes.
All right. Do you mind waking your sister?
Of course.
I'll meet you in the room with some food. And, what do you do, Akia?
She just goes to wake up her sister.
You go to wake up your sister, and as you run back into the room you were at, sharing the same cot, but using a different sheet, you see a small changeling girl, with features that are still taking shape as she grows, pointed elven ears along with freckles that speckle her ivory skin, bleak eyes that are brimming with life, large and dewy. They open to look at you. She's wearing her hair loose just like you, interwoven with flowers picked from within the cavern walls. She goes, good morning.
Good morning. Off to a late start, just like me, huh?
Yes, as always.
Well, Mother asked me to come here and wake you up.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, that smells good. Okay, yeah, I'm up.
You see she scrambles up to her feet. She dusts off her like peach-toned dress, and she begins to scramble to get everything ready for you guys to eat.
All right, let's get going. She is waiting for us.
You guys move over and go over into the kitchen once more. You guys bring over your plates and you grab your food. You sit down all together, and I'm talking everyone in this cavern, this sanctuary, is sitting together. Besides one person. You see Iska, a Harangon woman, Loren Longbarrow, a halfling woman. You see Iga, which is Loren's daughter. You see Caltro. You see Sime, which was the man who was helping your mother cook.
She just continues to observe and look around.
You look around, and you notice a distinct lack of your father around, along with some other men. You also don't notice the leader of this sanctuary, the person that has guided you all to safety and tranquility.
Mother,
Yes, dear?
I've noticed Father isn't here. Wasn't he called?
Oh, yeah. Akia, your father's out on an expedition.
Another one?
Of course. That's the only way we'll get resources.
Okay.
He should be back any time now. That's why we started cooking. We'll make sure to save him a plate, right?
Okay.
And, Akia, do you dig into your food?
Yes.
You start eating this meat that you found, or that your father and some other of the sanctuary's men have hunted for you. And it tastes delicious. It melts on your mouth. It was just the right amount of firm, intense, and savory. And you would see, at this point, your father is returning from the adventures.
She searches and tries to look for him.
You turn around and he is walking up to you guys. He lays down a bag, an adventuring bag on the side, and he sits down next to you. You see, your father is a tall elven man with rounder features. They are gentle, delicate, effeminate even. His rounded cheeks are speckled with small freckles that look like gravel beneath his ocean blue eyes. His hair is pale yellow, looking like sand on a beach. And he's wearing a black tunic that crests his chest and exposes his midsection, and a tall and loose black pants that hang over tanned leather boots. He takes a seat between you and your mother, and he takes his plate. Hello, Akia.
Hello, Father. How was the expedition?
Not so good. We were assaulted by angels. I swear, none of the men here, they can learn to fight. I swear you must be stronger than half the people here.
Well, I was raised by you.
You are my little girl, yes. And I'm glad you're learning to be strong. After we eat, let's go talk somewhere. A little bit more private.
Of course.
Your family in the sanctuary, you all eat. calmly, and you see that there is, no matter what you're doing, there's still a lack of the priest.
Father,
Yes, Akia.
I've noticed the priest isn't here. Why is that?
Oh. He must be down below by the river's delta.
Been there for a while.
You see your mother interjects between you and your father and goes, "Well, of course. He's the one who tends to that. He is Arya's descent, anyway. The reincarnation of our savior."
Of course. She hesitates a little bit.
Your father looks at your facial expressions, hears the hesitation, and he just nods. He shares a knowing look with you, Akia. Well, either way, let's finish up our meal. And after a bit of time passes, you all finish up eating. And as you get up, and you go with your father to a more secluded area within the cavern, though nowhere really is secluded here. You see, he brings you to the lip, where you go to exit the outside world. You see, within this cavern, as you are tracing your hands across the wall, as he's tracing his hands against the wall, it's long, dark, and ominous. But as you get to the mouth of the cavern, the entrance, or from your perspective, the exit, sunlight bleeds through in droves, almost blindingly so.
Here's the best place for us to talk. Akia. I have a
It's
feeling
beautiful.
that something...
He stops himself as you say that, and he turns around.
I suppose you don't see it very much, do you?
No.
The outside world.
Mother doesn't like it.
She was raised here, much like you.
Yeah.
Akia, just remember, your mother isn't like that for just any reason. What's going on here? I can't shake it. There's this feeling in my gut, this knot. I know that something is wrong here. There's something sickeningly wrong here.
It's all too suffocating. It's like I can't breathe.
He nods and he crouches down to your level.
That is what's wrong. But there is more than just that, Akia. You know why we're here, and why your parents, well, your mother and your sister, are brainwashed like this, right?
Yeah.
There is no way that this can be real. I yearn to leave, but I can't. I love her. Your mother, I love her. But Akia, I have a feeling that you are meant for so much more.
But I've never left. I don't know what's out there.
There's plenty out there. Plenty you do not know about. But no one goes into the world without some sort of gaps in their knowledge. Akia, if I ever get sent down below into the deltas, please, whatever you do, take your leave. Run far.
But what about you? What about Mother and everyone?
He looks down with a little grimace, his nose crinkling.
I can't leave your mother here. I try to convince her, but she's so stuck in her ways. I don't want to put you in a situation like this, Akia. But if you can go, take your sister and run. Do not worry about us, let alone me.
All right.
You then hear, through the cavern, the echoing of footsteps. Getting ever so closer. The sound of sandals scuffing the floor. Then, emerging from the darkness, half of his body illuminated with light, you see a tall, slender elven man with lankier proportions. His hair is pastel pink, looking like rose quartz. Golden bands clasp tightly around two front segments of his hair as the back of his hair flows wildly. His body like an ocean stream. He has gentle cobalt eyes that shine like marbles under the sun. His skin is tanned and free of imperfection, wearing swaths of cloth that cover half of his body in shade, and the other half exposed besides golden adornments.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. I assure you, there's nothing going wrong here. Come, back to safety.
Akia turns to look at her dad.
You see your father looks like he knows he's been caught. He looks at you, and sweat beads down his forehead.
Of course, sir. Come. We're about to hold the sermon. At least come to listen.
And he smiles with a very calm, collected smile.
She feels chills go up her spine. She knows that there's just something up.
Your father's words bounce around in your head. To your very core, you remember the words he says. In your deepest body, you can feel the untrust. You know what this man is, but you can't put your finger on it.
She just follows her dad as they go back.
You follow your father close behind. You see this elven man, Ravaner Kiltether, the immortal man the reincarnation of Arya. He walks with a cold and calculated footstep. And as he reaches the innards of the cavern, as warm light floods onto you all, you see he ascends the wooden steps and takes a stand behind the podium.
All of you, come and gather around, please.
She hesitantly looks around herself.
You see everyone begins to ascend the wooden staircase and sit on the wood before the podium.
She follows along.
You follow along, stepping along the wood. As you all ascend these wooden staircases and begin to take seats in front of the podium, you see as Ravanair looks up into the glowing bulb.
Calrunia has decreed that another one of our kin must be sent to the Delta down below on her accord. I will be sending one of you to meet with our goddess, to find salvation, forever to be pure, without the disease overcoming your body. Calrunia speaks through me. I see who she wants.
You see Ravanair closes his eyes and, with a stone-cold face, but one that would read as just benevolent, begins to look around the room.
Oh.
Before his eyes settle right upon your father.
It is you, Ray. Ray Selene. Calrunia wishes to see one of her great champions. We shall send you to the Delta, where you may meet her and ascend to being better than this world.
You see your father, stunned and cold. You can see his skin go pale. He swallows.
As you wish. As Calrunia wishes.
Akia her eyes widen as she turns to look at him with pure fear in her eyes.
He looks at you from the corner of his eyes. You can see it written plain in his face. When you have a chance, when everything goes dark, do as I have always said. Take my weapons and run. Run far. And seek a guild known as the Bloodletters.
She turns and tries to look for her mother anywhere in the crowd to see how she's feeling.
Your mother is smiling with jubilation. Everyone is. Everyone is smiling and happy.
You hear some people in the crowd go, "I'm glad you finally get to ascend. How lucky you!"
Your mother looks so happy for your father. And a sickening knot fills your stomach.
All you see is just fear in her eyes. She tries to mask it, but she just can't.
Even your little sister gets up and hugs your father's legs and says, "Good for you, Daddy." And your father is completely ice cold. He bends down and fakes happiness. But you, who knows him better than the rest, see that pain. See that he's worried about you both.
He gives him a look of understanding his fear.
By nightfall, I will usher you down into the Delta, where you will meet our goddess face to face.
You see Ray smiles a crooked smile and begins to walk down the stairs. And you see as Runaver addresses the crowd.
As the reincarnation of our savior, the man who has killed the Demon King, Ari of them all, I will keep us all safe. You will not need to decay any longer. The syndrome of the Seraphs will not reach you here.
And he bows, and everyone else in unison bows to him. And he disperses the crowd, and everyone is free to move on their own.
This is so creepy.
Unsettling ass place.
Got me having PTSD. Akia goes to her father and just grabs his hand and just looks at him.
He looks back at you. He's afraid. That much is written on his eyes.
Akia. If I die, if I ascend, I can't leave this place without your mother, and she's well past saving. Please, run.
I understand. And she looks down to the floor, holding back tears.
Akia, as you shed tears, as you feel them welling up, what's going on inside of your mind?
She doesn't know what to think. She feels this fear of what's to come, but doesn't want to leave him behind or her family, hoping that there's some shred of saving them from whatever he is gonna do.
As that hope clings in your heart, you feel a burning sensation, knowing that you're going to do whatever you can do to try to save your family. And as the flames in the lanterns roar onwards, as the flames flicker gently, what do you do?
I feel like she would go back to her room and ponder on what to do when his ascent does happen.
You wander back into your room. There is no real privacy in these places. It's all community. You're a family. And within this family, there are spaces for all of you to go. You walk into the room most familiar with you, and you sit down and ponder and think. What crosses through your mind, Akia?
Probably what her father told her to prepare for. Grab his weapons and at night run.
All right.
So she's contemplating her plan.
You
Slowly.
think about your plan.
Mhm.
Do you want to go get the weapons now, or are you going to wait till night?
I feel like she wants to prepare in case anything goes down.
All right. How are you going to go about preparing?
Probably she would first search around for a bag or something so she can hide the weapons in.
Very easily, you find a leather bag stored away in a cabinet, also placed there by your father. It's his old bag. You see, it's black and dusty. It has a red button on it. And as you look at that button, you remember what he told you. When you were a child, he pointed at this sigil.
This button means hope for the world. Akia, you're so young, and I'm sorry I pushed this on you so much. But when you see this sigil, it means hope. This is the bloodletter sigil.
And you cut back to reality.
Oh. Would she know anything, any information of the bloodletters if he would have told her?
He would have told you that he was a part of them. He only retired after he found your mother here. And due to his deep love for her, her kindness, he couldn't bring himself to leave her, no matter what.
Curse a devoted man.
So, he's condemned himself to this. But what he's told you about the bloodletters is that they have bases around the world. The closest one to you right now is known as the gutter town of Grove. They have a situation in there. And if you can make it there, to join them, to become someone who can fight, to change a world where people like this can't thrive. That they make deals with demons in order to garner strength. That's about what he's told you.
She feels a pit in her stomach, knowing what she has to do. But she pushes forward and continues to search for his weapons.
You remember that your father, he has done this all for your safety. Right above the cabinet, hidden away, like almost using an adhesive, he has put them at the top of the cabinet, hidden right in plain sight. You see his trusty dagger.
She goes to grab it and put it in the bag.
You grab it, you move it into the bag, and you... Is there anything else you want to grab for your journey?
Can I look around the room to see if there's anything of use?
Yeah, roll me an investigation check and let's see what you see.
Come on, first roll, don't fail me now. Yes!
Yes!
What was that?
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20,
Oh,
you see that there are some things here that no one would typically miss. So you don't have to worry about anyone worrying about any of this going missing. You would see that there's like a pot lid with metal screwed deep onto its surface. This can act as a makeshift shield, which you can put in your bag. You also see that in a different cabinet, there are various, like canned food from an era that is long gone. You have no idea if this is good or not, but rations don't hurt.
she goes to the shield and puts it in her bag. As well as a can or two. Not too much to not have a lot of weight, but at least enough in case anything goes down and she needs food and she can't hunt.
You put 2 cans of rations into your pack, and along with a makeshift shield. And that's pretty much all the useful things that are nearby.
I feel like she would just tie the bag and like probably hide it somewhere. So since it's this community, no one would see it and suspect anything.
Roll me a stealth check to see how well you can hide this.
Come on, girl, be good.
With a stealth check, as you begin to take the bag and tie it and move it to a place, you see as your mother walks in. She looks at you puzzled. Akia, what are you doing?
Oh, mother. Just grabbing some of Dad's belongings in memory of him since he is going to ascend today.
Oh, how sentimental, dear. Huh. That is sweet. Your father will always be with us, though. No need to worry too much.
Of course.
And you see that, again, really soft, loving smile. And she grabs the bag from you and puts it on top of the counter. This way we can all see it.
Of course. Wonderful.
And I'd say at that point, you hear a voice from the outer cavern. It's speaking, but it's muffled behind the walls.
Is her mother still there?
Yeah, your mother turns around in curiosity.
What could that be?
I have no idea. Perhaps we should go check it out.
Of course. She follows along her mother, letting her lead.
Your mom leads out to the doorway, and you hear a gruff voice going,
I could have sworn I saw fire coming into this place. Oh, there we go. It gets awfully bright out here. Hello? Anyone live here?
Akia just turns to her mother and just looks at her.
Your mother, with a smile, begins to walk up to them and greets them.
Hello. Yes, we do live here. You're from the outside, yes?
Yes, I suppose you could say that. Got separated from an idiot. And now I need to find something here. You wouldn't happen to have sugar grass, do you?
And you see as he asked for sugar grass, a shorter woman behind him smacks him over the head with a cane and goes, "You can't just barge into places and ask for drugs."
Uh-oh.
But I need them. It really hurts.
Like, okay, yes, it hurts. Yes, get over it. Come on, we'll get you some when we get back to base. Though, this is a pretty nice cavern. Say, and she looks at you, Akia. What's going on here? Is this some sort of underground village?
You could say that. It's our home.
Oh, it's your home. Okay, it's very nice. All of you are family, or is this like multiple family situation?
She like hesitates in her answer, looks at her mom, and then just goes, "We're all family."
Oh, how cute! What a large family. Well, good for you. You see you see the tabaxi man points upwards at the podium and he goes,
That looks mighty cultish.
"You can't just say that. Maybe they read prayers or something." Okay, that I'm not helping, but you know it's rude and insensitive.
It's pretty cultish.
Preach, bro. Preach.
Never known
Evils.
people to stand around a podium and preach besides lunatics, churchgoers, and cultists. And this being a cave really lends to cultist.
Well, darn. Young lady, is this a cult? And your mom just goes, No, we're a family.
Akia just remembers literally everybody bowing down to the priest like 5 minutes ago. And she's just like, "Yeah, we're a family."
Well, is there someone I can talk to about maybe handling some herbs? Is that a better word than drugs?
And he looks over to the Hodozi lady, and she smacks him over the head again. Keela, stop asking for drugs.
You have no idea what kind of pain I'm in.
And Keela immediately just starts investigating the place.
I love Keela.
This place is so suspicious.
He's so right.
Why?
He says it like it is.
Whose bag is this?
Is he looking at the bag?
He is looking at the bag.
But that's my dad's bag.
Your dad's a bloodletter, then.
What did you just say?
Your dad's a bloodletter. I said what I said.
She like goes closer to him. She's like, "You know what those are?"
I am one. I better know what they are. Don't you see the sigil?
And he points over to the sigil holding his black fabric together.
Is the mom still there?
Your mom is kind of just chatting with the
Oh, thank God.
Hodozi lady.
Oh, thank God.
You hear the other bloodletter going, I apologize for my friend. He's a little rough around the edges. He does drugs, so don't trust him. And your mother goes,
Well, that's a fascinating mentality, but I suppose so.
Akia looks at her mother and then looks back at him, and she just goes, I need your help.
It's a fucking cult, isn't it?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. I'm always right. Okay. What do you need my help with?
I need to get out of here. There. My dad is at a point that I can't rescue him, and he won't let himself be rescued. My mother's too far gone. And
That sounds stupid.
she's very devoted. And he loves her too much to leave her. She will not go.
Okay, well, what do you want us to do then? Should I just pick up your mother, take her out of here?
We could, but she's not gonna be any help. She will always want to run back. I can't save her. I adore her.
You see, Keela pulls out a pipe and begins to light it inside of the cavern, and he just starts smoking.
Whoa!
Brother.
Last of the stuff. Alright, so I killed the cult leader, is that right?
What?
I should kill the cult leader, is that right?
May? I don't know if that will help. Everybody really likes the guy. Like, a lot. And it's
so if I kill him, they'll hate me.
It's a big family. It's not like 3 against 1. It's everybody here.
Alright, so kicking guys' ass off the table. What,
Yeah.
shall we just wait for something to happen or something?
My father told me to wait until the nightfall and run.
Wow, the guy's kicking, and he hasn't torn this place down. Well, strange for a bloodletter.
He's a man
Okay.
in love.
Ugh.
You see, Kayla takes a long puff of his cigarette, or his pipe.
You know what?
Fucking hate people like that.
Lord. We could try to take my sister, but she's following along my mother's footsteps. But
Alright.
I want to try to save her.
So, let's do that. We'll help you out. We have to wait anyway. I think our stupid friend is going to be right along the horizons.
If you need drugs, you said?
Oh, yes, please.
We could find some. I could ask my father, but with the events of today, I don't know where he could be.
Well, that's grand. If you can just show me where any possible drugs can be. I just want sugar grass. Keeps the pain down.
All right, I'll help.
Here, since you guys are going to walk around the cavern and try to look for any semblance of what sugar grass can be,
Would she know?
Keela shows you what it looks like in his pipe.
So he smokes it.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, we go look.
As he's smoking, it smells like sickeningly sweet. It smells like candy. But you can make a nature check to see if you can help Keela find any of this sugar grass.
I love Keyless. You said nature?
Yes, nature, please.
Gotcha.
Oi, Lila, help me look for drugs.
And Lila runs over and smacks him with a cane again. Stop with the drugs! Stop it! Stop!
They fight like a married couple.
For real.
You can take the drugs, but don't call them drugs or look for them like an addict.
Well, I need it. And not in an addicted way. I just need it.
Just say
Okay.
sugar grass.
Alright, I
The
need
rest
sugar
the
grass.
rest of them might look at you weird if you say drugs. They already look at you weird because you're not family.
Yeah, you see the other members of the sanctuary are all looking at Keela and Layla like around corners and just really talking in hushed whispers.
Yeah, called it.
Creepy ass cult behavior.
Just don't call it that.
And she like turns and whispers to them. It is one.
Yes, but we can't call it that because then they're gonna beat us.
No. We kind of preach a lot of harmony and love and no violence.
Oh, grand.
Yeah.
I mean, me too.
The most they'll do is probably snitch on you to the priest, and then that's not good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. Judging by this magic he's casting on us, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
You see Layla holds out her hand, and you see like the tuft of fur around her wrist is beginning to turn white. And her skin, the cracks on it are like, or they're not turning white, they're turning like to a brownish tone. And then the cracks of gold and ichor are slowly fading away.
Whatever he's doing here, it's high-powered illusionary magic. The guy must be strong. That's probably how he's been tricking all of these people.
He is to be said to be the reincarnation of Arya. That could be
hero.
something. At least is what he says he is.
Blah.
We all
Cult.
believe. Yeah.
Lila just keeps smacking him on the toe. When are you going to learn? Stop!
Thank God I'm smoking sugar grass right now because this really hurt.
Is the sugar grass actually helping with the pain?
Dude.
It is. It actually, you can tell that Keela is like not even like flinching at being hit sometimes.
Okay, I was like, is it actually helping?
But yeah, you, Akia, and Keela and Layla look around for a while, and you guys don't really find any sugar grass. It just doesn't grow here.
Dang.
But in the time that you guys are searching, the darkness begins to unfold. You see as the spore blossom in the center of the cavern begins to die down. The natural warm lights fade into nighttime as everything grows silent, and the chirp of crickets within the cavern begin to grow louder.
Well, it's nighttime. So, are we going to go see what your father's up to or what?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you know where this deed takes place?
I know the direction, but if no one has ever been unless you're going. So
I mean,
can kind of
Yeah.
go into the direction, I guess.
yeah, we'll just go in there. So
Okay.
where's this forbidden doorway?
Would she know where?
Yeah, you would know. It's the
Okay.
it's the giant doors in the middle of the cavern.
Oh, so not discreet.
Not very not discreet.
Damn, bro, you're not even gonna try to make it a little bit more discreet, maybe underground? Damn. But
It does look very holy. Like the gate looks super like holy. You see the opening for the delta is an ornate door lined with golden trim and framed with white marble. The door themselves are a rich and heavy looking wood that has the lush grasses of the cave intertwined in it. And you see Keela just goes,
What a cult.
definitely.
Alright, in here we go.
And Keela pushes the door open, and Layla goes,
Well, at least we can call it a cult now, because everyone's gone to bed.
Yeah.
and, Akia, are you following them into the Delta?
Yeah. She hesitates a little because she's never been and never dared to go. But she follows along.
Keela very nonchalantly walks in with his hands in his pocket, smoking his pipe.
Of course he is.
Oh, good lord.
Within the Delta, the grasses grow wildly. Vines creep up the walls of the cavern and drape downwards. Berries and flowers glint softly, bearing softer and cooler tones, like blues and duller purples. Their light is dim compared to the immense darkness within. And inside the cavern, echoing against the walls, the dulcet sound of wind chimes resounds across the sedimentary, carried from the depths.
She just looks around. All around her. Seeing everything so eerie.
This place is so deafeningly dark. But Akia, you have dark vision, right?
I think.
Should be right next to senses. So that's right below your saving throws. I don't think you have it.
No.
Akia,
Gosh
it's
darn it.
really dark in here. The only things lighting your way are the small berries that are giving off gentle lights. Violets, blues, and greens. Flickering, or not flickering, but gleaming within the dark. They light your way, following the subtle curves of the walls. It's a long passageway down. The water that flows within the cavern trickles alongside, and the sound of wind chimes clinks together, softly in the distance. At the midpoint of the cavern, it splits into two separate caves, one bearing a humble wooden door close to the lip of the cavern, and the other continuing into the darkness, the chimes growing ever so loudly. You see on one side, the door is pretty close. There's a door, and on the other side, the path continues further into the darkness.
She looks at both ends, deciding on where to go.
So you've never been here?
No one has. Unless you're ascending.
Wow, that's creepy terminology.
Yeah. As well as everybody that ascends is never to be seen again.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Well, shall we check this door to see if there's any skeletons in his closet?
That's a bad joke. But I do agree.
Sure.
You see, he opens the door, Keela. He slowly twists the knob. The wooden door creaks and gives way. As it opens, the room is warm. Lights are glinting from within. Lanterns are burning gently, providing flickering orange lights. The smell of spices roasting fills the room. The stone floor is covered in wood, and logs form support beams that reach the cavern ceilings. Hanging from the center of the room, there are lanterns supported by rope. And in the center of the living room, there's a pulsating white orb with runes that swirl around it. And Another living room opens out in front of you, across the floor. A cozy and well-lived space, with several doors leading inwards.
If you guys want, I can investigate the orb. If you guys want to poke around further.
Sure. That sounds good.
All right, I'll look into it.
And you see as Layla she like climbs across the walls. She uses her tails to hang across the rope, and she looks into the orb. And as she's looking, I'm gonna have her make an Arcana check.
I love her.
Little monkey.
I love her. She's so cute.
Layla fucking fails. She's like,
Damn!
I don't know what this is.
But you guys continue onwards to see this living room. There's a kitchen with a little island in the middle where there is a bunch of spices on racks. There's inlaid cobblestones on the walls. This place is cozy and really well lived in.
Seems like these are his private quarters.
Yeah. It's like he lives here.
As you say that, a door opens up.
Fuck.
A tall and robust-looking changeling woman, her features bearing an elegance that would be akin to Calrunia herself. She has half-lidded eyes with eyelashes that curl and raise like a feather. Her eyes are shrouded in black and glossy, as morning dew. She has hair that gives the impression of loose curls that fall to her shoulders, looking like detailed clay. And she looks forward and she goes,
Raven, Who are you?
She kind of just turns to her girl and goes, ah.
My name's Keela. I'm a friend of Ravener. He let me down here. I heard his wife was beautiful from him. And I do have to say, it lives up to it.
and he gives a smile.
Akia gives him the most confused face, just like, huh?
He is, you can tell, Akia, he's lying out his ass.
She's just like, that's what you pulled out?
That's a 15.
Oh my god.
Let me roll for her.
Fail.
She believes him. That's a nat 1, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know he had any friends. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. He's never mentioned anyone. What is your name?
My name's Keela. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady.
Oh, he does have a wife.
Well, are you waiting on him? Do take a seat. I can brew some tea.
No, that's fine. Just came to roam about.
And you see, even though Keela is terribly lying, he looks across the rooms and he goes,
And instead of brewing tea and sitting around, how about you show me everywhere here?
and you see the changeling woman goes,
He's so smooth.
Of course, well, these are the bedrooms of our children. They could be awake. I'm sure they would be glad to meet some new people.
He got kids?
They're cramped in here.
and you see she opens up a bedroom, and you see a changeling child with bleak, blackened eyes, hair that is pink yet bearing different colors within their strands. Their hair is matted into some places, looking like stiff clumps of clay, while others it emulates real hair. They have slender builds, and parts of their body continually morphs, trying to maintain a shape that it isn't. Akia, as a changeling, you know this is abnormal.
Would she know that he has kids and is married?
Well, no.
Yeah, because I'm here in shock. Like, has a wife? He has kids?
Yeah, you wouldn't know this at all. This is very new to you.
She kind of like turns to Keela and whispers, I didn't know he had a wife or kids.
Neither did I. But
Oh,
I've
I
looked
know
out
you
now.
didn't. I know. Okay.
Well, I didn't think you could see through that. Anyway. You're one of the changelings, right?
Yeah?
Oh, before that. Miss. What's your name? Sorry, he only calls you his beauty.
And you see she blushes
Oh,
and she goes, "My name is Tilbert."
A fine name for a fine lady. Well, there's another one of us here. She is currently climbing on that chandelier over there. Don't mind her.
She's climbing what? Where? She cannot be up there.
And you see she rushes over to the other room, and you see Layla get really startled. She goes, "Huh," and then she drops onto the chandelier. She hugs it, and she brings it down with her, cracking it across the floor.
oh,
Layla.
Uh-oh. You scared me. I'm sorry. Hello? You don't look like the guy we just... hi! My name is Layla. And she lifts up her hands, and you see Tilbit looks absolutely horrified.
Oh.
And Akia, you notice that your skin begins to crack. Golden lines pouring down it. You take a form that is more akin to what you look like. What you actually look like. All
What?
of the symptoms of Seraph syndrome begin to appear. You see this lady begins to turn ivory white. You see Keela's fur and Layla's fur begin to change back to white.
What?
Oh no.
What happened? What's all of this?
I think I figured it out. It's illusory magic. Sorry for that, by the way. I'm just gonna... I will see you, whenever. Guys, I think we should go. You see Keela goes,
Noted.
and he begins to sprint out the door and grabs Layla.
she runs with them. She's just like, don't leave me.
Okay, you push back Tilbit, and then you run out, and then you hear in front of you.
After all I did, my sanctuary.
You hear panicked screams
Everybody,
from above. You hear as people begin to yell, scream, horrified screams. You hear the calm voice of Ravanair.
All I did was build a place where you all could live in peace. And look what you did. Look what you did.
get her
You
away.
ruined everything.
And you see, as Akia, you see something in Ravanair's hands. You see torn black cloth with blood all over it.
After all I did to maintain the peace.
And you see Ravanair throws the piece of cloth to the side. It drifts down and lands in the grass.
First, the father.
And then, and he narrows his eyes at you, Akia.
The daughter. You all had to take away our sanctuary.
Oh,
I guess it's time to rebuild.
She barely even looks at him. She's dead staring at the bloodied cloth on the floor, knowing whose it is.
Akia, you look at that cloth. You don't even look at Ravanair in the eyes. That blood, the sheer amount, turning that blackened cloth even darker than it could be before. You stare at it, laying in the blood, a boiling rage building up in your heart. A devastating, blood-curdling rage. A mix of sorrow, sadness, and anger begins to swell up within you. And Akia, as you stare at this cloth, you remember one thing that your father has told you. The words echo in your mind, plain as day.
We made deals with the devil. Deals with the devil, too. Fight back against all that is evil.
And as those words echo in your mind, what do you do, Akia?
She slowly turns to the priest with eyes full of hatred, tears streaming down her face. She just... Why?
I tried to build the peace. All it took was blind obliviousness. None of you knew you were dying. I just took care of you before you did.
You call this peace?
I brought my own peace. All of you unaware of the death, the turning, the ailment. People can smile here. People can be happy in the worlds I create. Just like my grandfather wanted. Just like I want.
She slowly starts walking forward and just goes, "Do you not hear them screams? You call this peace? You call that happiness? What is... You're out of your mind."
You're the one who disrupted the balance. You and this lot.
Balance?
You brought about this. I had an ecosystem. The way the world worked was in my hands. And you trampled it.
You're not a god. You can't
but yes,
control
I
everything.
And yes, I could. Before you were born, when your mother was born, my family has kept this peace. Since the dawn of this dreaded ailment. And you ruined it.
I can't believe this. You're fucking psychotic. You and your wretched family. All you've done is bring blood and hatred and fear to everybody. Nobody knows who they are. I don't know who I am. You did this.
All
For
I
what?
did was build a place where we could have peace.
You don't know peace. All you know is blood.
Akia, as you say that, you feel an intensity within your chest. You feel the rattle of a distant object in your hand. Your hand is free, but you feel it. You feel it. You know that there is something in your hand. The words that your father said lingers in your head.
Defeat what's in front of you. Kill the evil. Pacts with the devil. The blood letter. Blood.
She starts gripping her hands in pure anger, grasping at what she feels she can hold.
Akia, as you grip at this dagger, as you think about your father's words, as you hear this psychotic rambles of a person believing they could make sanctuary, but you know all of that is fake. Fake, fake, fake. Your father is dead now. You grip what you think is in your hand, and you feel a compulsion to stab it into your own wrist, into your own palm. Akia, do you do it?
With blind rage, she just does it without hesitation.
Instantly, chillingly, gripping this object, you feel the dagger manifest in your hand, and you rip it into your palm. Blood seeps everywhere as it begins to paint the grasses red. It almost feels as if time has stopped. A blackness begins to swallow you. Darkness around every corner. Akia, standing before you is a figure of unimaginable strength. You never even could have imagined something like this. I'm going to give you an option right here. I'm going to give you their names. The first one that will come out of her lips is what seals the pact. Yarum, the nightly death. Aternus, the maiden of undeath. And Latir, the observer of oblivion.
With the rage within her, she would pick the first one.
Yarum, the nightly death. You see, looming in shadows before you, a figure so imposing. It's truly terrifying. A tall suit of blackened armor that is rough and rigid. It is beaten and battered, showing lines of silver where the ash has been rubbed off. A jagged helm sits atop the plate mail armor. Jagged horns explode through the metal, showing it frayed. These horns spiral backwards like ram horns, the ending with jagged points. The front of the helm is on a hinge with a jagged crown-like structure, and there is nothing but darkness and abyss beneath it.
You who have called me. You who seeks blood and rage. What will you give up for strength?
She looks at him, angry tears raining down her face. I've never known who I am. And I'm okay never knowing. I give you my identity. Something I'll never know.
Your words echo into the abyss, shadow looming around you. A deep darkness peers around. As everything floods with black, a sea of crimson lurches from the shadows.
Very well. Your soul is mine. Your identity is mine.
And you see he reaches forwards towards your face, and this giant clawed hand steals your very own face, Akia. You feel a sliver of your soul. Your whole soul belongs to him. And you feel in the great nightly death that he understands what you are feeling. He understands the blood, the violence, the rage. And as you warp back to the real world, as the shadow gets sucked away, as the crimson ocean floods into you, you are filled with an unholy power. The power of the nightly death, Yaram. And as you feel that, you see the cold, uncaring gaze, the calculated look of Ravanair Kiltether. He stares at you.
He slowly brings her hand to touch her face and then just stares at him.
Akia, your face is shifting, unable to hold your true self, unable to hold the visage you thought you were. As you look forward at Ravanair, with blind hatred and rage, you see Keela pulls out his weapons, ready for a fight. And you see Layla holding her staff. But you see Ravanair doesn't look intimidated, despite being outnumbered. The sounds of wind chimes delicately trickles in the distance, clinking against each other, sounding angelic and pure.
Our song of salvation is yet over, grandfather.
And you see as Ravanair snaps his fingers, you hear as something is rattling in the distance. Then you hear along with the louder chimes. And you feel, even though you haven't been attuned to magic for long in your life, even though you are now understanding what magic is, oh, Akia, you understand that no matter how angry you are, what is deep below that cavern is not for you.
We will wipe it all away and start anew.
And you see Ravanair begins to release the same pressure, a deep, bone-chilling magic. Someone who you can't even believe is real. Akia, as all of this is happening, as all of this goes on, we are going to enter initiative.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. 4.
A 4 on initiative. All right.
We're starting off great, guys. We're starting off great.
Twinsies.
I will explain how this works. At initiative 20, the bells will toll within the center of the Chime Angel's chest. As they ring out, devastating effects will be brought about the entire cavern. During this bout, Keela and Layla will be holding off Ravanair. This encounter will take 6 rounds of combat before you can truly escape from this crumbling sanctuary.
Sure.
And starting off at initiative 20, you see Keela and Layla hold their weapons to Ravanair. Ravanair is exuding a magical pressure that you have never seen before. Keela turns to you and goes,
The best we could do is hold him off.
So, that means, please, get out of here. Try to get everyone out, and, we'll be there shortly.
Okay.
If you can't get if you can't get everyone out, please, at least get yourself out, and we'll be right there.
Stay safe, please.
No need to worry about us. We ain't no spring chickens.
And she leaves to go escape.
you begin to run outside. The corridor that was so long and ominous feels even longer and darker and shrouded with mystery. Now, Akia, you're gonna get the treatment. Roll me a d4.
Like the treatment.
A 4. You see, as Keela and Layla begin to fight both Ravanair and Keela, or they fight Ravanair the best they can. But deep in the darkness, further than you guys had gone down before, you hear the echoing chimes. You hear them jingling ever so slightly, as if it is whatever's down there, whatever monstrosity is down there, has been yet to get up. But you feel the pressure. Alright, that is going to go to Keela's turn. They are fighting Ravanair, and they are holding them back. Akia, that's your turn. You run up further into the darkness. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. But however, that's as far as you can get at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Can you roll me another d4? Unless you would like to do anything else.
For now, no. I feel like just continue running.
Alright. You can hear the panicked and loud screams of people realizing that everything was a lie.
A 3.
And with a 3, you see, from behind you, a brilliant light floods the cavern. The spilling waters rush through the cavern.
Oh.
You see all of the water that is trickling around your feet, all of these pathways, all of these spouts. You see behind you begins to gleam with a light that is akin to a new sun being born within the cavern. The light reflects from the waters and back into your eyes. It nearly blinds you. Make me, and I'll let you pick, Constitution or Dexterity saving throws.
Constitution or dexterity?
Yeah.
Constitution. Fuck, come on. 11.
11. With an 11, You do succeed.
Oh,
You manage to push through, getting all the way to the top. Or wait, no, that's the end of your turn. All right. So we are going to be, that's initiative 20. You hear the chimes growing louder. That light dissipates, trickling down. You hear as Keela and Layla panic for a moment as they hear those loud noises, as they see that brilliant light. They are going to continue attacking each other. They're holding back Ravanair the best they can. But you hear as they struggle. That is going to go back to your turn, Akia. You manage to reach the doors of the cavern. The screams of people you've lived around all your life growing louder. You see people panicking as their facades have been ripped. You see your mom crying, holding on to the stone and praying.
she just runs to her and she just... Ma, you need to get out of here. He's lied. This is all not real. He's been lying to you.
It has to be real. It has to be real. It has to be real. How else could he cure it? He'll just have to cure it again. He'll cure it again. Akia.
She grabs your face, looking at you, looking at the cracks, inspecting you.
You see her eyes filled with love for you. Please stay. You'll be okay. He'll cure you. I'm gonna cure you. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Ma,
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
She grabs you and hugs you. She rubs your back. She's trying to comfort you while she sobs into your shoulders.
Please. It's all fake. We've always been like this. He's just tried to hide it. Please, you have to believe me.
The cloud around your mother's heart is deep and foggy. It is thick and opaque. Roll me a persuasion check. Your tears being ever so real.
Oh, 23.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my god.
With a 23, your mother looks up at you.
Akia, you're telling the truth. Wait, you...
She turns around. She looks where you were.
Sanctuary. You went into the Delta?
He's gone.
No.
He didn't ascend, Ma.
No, you...
We will
No.
never see her. It was all a lie.
She clutches onto her chest, gripping the cloth, folding and crinkling, her tears rolling down her face violently.
No. He told me. I didn't believe him, Akia. I'm horrible.
No. You just
She-
believed in hope.
He told me so many times. And I didn't believe him.
How could you believe when he was doing so many things to keep you believing in that monster?
Akia, he's gone, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
I need
Akia.
you to listen. I need you to grab my sister and get out.
She gulps as tears stream wildly down her face.
Akia.
You need to save as many people as you can. He's gonna tear this place to the ground and start all over. He's done it before. He'll do it again.
I'm so sorry.
And she kisses you on the forehead. You feel her wet tears press against your forehead as she does. She turns around. She goes to grab her daughter, your sister, and she runs as fast as she can out the cavern.
She feels her tears streaming down, but then she wipes them away, knowing that her job isn't done. She
You see
goes.
as your mother tries to convince people as well.
She goes directly to her room to grab her dad's bag.
You grab your dad's bag in the room. On this turn, that's all you'll get to do. You just get to that room. Or wait, no. On your turn, all you did was get to talk to your mother. On your next turn, you could go get the bag.
Aye, aye.
Alright. And on 20 initiative, as you hear clanking of metal deep below, the sound of fire whooshing, along with the faint jingle of chimes ringing through the air. Roll me a d4.
A new one. 1.
Loud chimes echo through the cavern walls, bouncing off the hollow chambers, sounding like a symphony. The stone shakes and begins to quake, and loose debris and dust rains from the ceiling. You see as chunks of rock flutter against the floor. Akia, on your turn, I'm gonna have you, or you could do it now. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I can't see the number. Huh? Fuck. A 3.
A 3? With a 3, Akia, a rock smashes into your head.
Damn.
And you begin to lose sight for a second as dust gets into your eye. You are now blinded, and you are going to take 2d6 damage. And that is going to be... I'm rolling it.
This is mean.
Weirdly enough, D&D Beyond is not rolling, so that's... fix your game, fix your sight.
Be better. That's even scarier, hearing
That
it.
is even scarier, that you take 12 damage, Akia.
Damn, bro, you took half of my shit.
This rock slams against your head, and you immediately feel a warm sensation as blood trickles past your eye. You are blinded on your next turn, and you can try to move, but I'm going to have you roll a survival check with disadvantage to figure out your surroundings if you do. But you could also spend the turn clearing your eyes instead.
Okay.
Alright. That is going to go to Keela's turn. You hear, again, loud clattering. You hear him grunting in the distance. You hear slams against the wall. And then you hear screams from down below. Followed by the dreadful sound of chimes ringing in the distance, echoing off the wall. That is going to go to your turn, Akia.
I'm gonna clear my eyes.
You clear up your eyes. Clearing your eyes instead of moving is going to elongate the turn. So you are going to have to survive one more round down here.
How many rounds am I at?
You're at 7 rounds total. You need to survive for 7 rounds. You're at 3 rounds right now.
Okay.
Alright. That is going to go. So you clear up your eyes, and now you can see just fine. But Akia, roll me a d4.
The dreaded D4.
I'm gonna scream. I don't like getting new ones. It's even scarier. A 2.
Loud chimes boom around the cavern again. They bounce off of the walls. They ring sharply into your ears, but they sound so holy, so angelic. Large pieces of timber and pillars fall down in front of you. The large objects block your way further. You see as objects begin to impede your way. And Akia, on your turn, you will choose how you get to proceed through this. And that is going to go to the combat's turn. Loud fighting down below. You hear grunting and agonizing screams. You even hear as the trickle of water begins to spill ever louder, as whatever's happening down below there is a catastrophic battle for this cavern. And that is going to go back to your turn. Akia, what do you do?
I feel like she just continues forward.
How are you going to continue forward? Objects are blocking every side of you as the caves are coming down. It's almost suffocating, claustrophobic in here.
I want to do a sorcerer's burst to clear some of the path in front of me.
All right, roll to hit. Or actually, no, this is an inanimate object. You just hit.
Yeah.
I will say, with a sorcerer's burst, you are going to blow away fragments, but there will be dust kicked up in the air. You can roll me a dexterity check to cover your eyes after launching the blast.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You could have been the 18. You could have been the 18 right there. No.
Akia, as you blow away this blast, the newfound power of your magic sends the dust kicking into your eyes. You've never used magic, but everything is flooding into your brain. Even though you've just been blinded, you understand how this is going to work. So at the end of your next turn, so this is going to increase your turn count by 1 more. If you're going to stand still, you can continue moving while being blind, though.
Screw it. Yeah, we're gonna continue forward.
All right, you continue forward. Roll me a survival check. I'll let you do it with advantage because you know the area.
Advantage roll. Come on, mama. 15.
With the 15, you can walk this entire cavern with your eyes closed. Even though debris is changing and shaping the area around you, you feel your way around, holding on to the loose debris and moving your way closer to the bag. At the end of your turn, you're able to see around you again. By pushing through, you've persevered. That's the 5th round now. Roll me a d4.
Come on, mama. Fuck! 1.
With a 1. Akia, as everything begins to come down around you even more, shattering the earth, symphonies of chimes ring and break the ground itself. You see the hollow cavern cannot withstand the burst and the energy of these vibrations. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
On mama. 18!
You succeed. Expertly, you dodge out of the way, you roll closer to the backpack. On your next turn, you can grab it.
Yes! Go, 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 go!
The sounds of violence echo through the cavern even more. You begin to hear footsteps or running sounds as they seem to be exiting the delta now. That is going to go back to your turn, Akia. What do you do?
I grab that damn bag!
You grab that bag and you haul ass the other way. As everything is coming down around you, more cave dust, more debris, you expertly begin to weave your way around it, and that is going to be the end of your turn, right? Unless you want to
Yes.
do anything else.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, you sling the bag around your shoulder, and that is going to be initiative 20. Roll me another d4.
Swear to God, if I see another goddamn one.
I'm rolling
I'm
so many
quitting this
D4s,
game.
You might as well call it deforestation.
I'm
Sorry, that was a
I'm
stupid
quitting this
joke.
game. I'm
All
quitting
right. Roll me a dexterity saving throw as loud chimes blow around the cavern. All of the debris that is already loose is coming down even faster and harder. You hear thumps of loud stone almost piercing the ground around you. Roll me that dex save.
It's a bullshit, man.
14. 14 means another success. You
Oh my
dodge
God.
expertly out of the way, rolling
Oh my
through
God.
and moving through the cavern. You get ever closer to the exit. On the next turn, you're out. You see as Keela and Layla begin to run up behind you.
I hope you didn't miss us.
Oh, how I did.
You see that Keela is covered in wounds that look fucking grievous. Same with Layla. They look like they have been through the works. And they are running through with you, blood dripping from their clothes. It's almost an amount of blood where you wonder if they really just... Like, how are they alive still?
They just built different, I guess.
They really are.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Alright. Layla continues with you guys. This is actually on her turn. She is going to you see as shadow begins to peel off of her blackened coats. You see as she creates a swirling mist of darkness. And she goes,
Maiden of Undeath, cure my allies.
and everyone around heals for 24 HP.
Yo,
okay, Layla.
Mother.
Akia, that's your turn. You, Keela, and Layla all move through the cavern, running.
Run.
Do you do anything? You just keep running. Okay,
Run.
obviously. All right, last turn. Succeed this one and you're out. Roll me a d4.
Swear to fucking
Get out.
see another goddamn. Ah!
Oh,
All right. Bright lights flood the cavern. The spilling water around you reflects it back into your eyes. Make a Constitution or Dex saving throw. With a 17,
oh my
you succeed.
God.
You blink just in time, blocking your eyes and moving forward.
God
And with that, you, Layla, and Keela all run out of the collapsing cavern. You see your mother has gotten most of the refugees out
Good
of
enough.
the cavern.
Oh my God, let's go home.
Good enough.
And you see your mother is sitting there, huffing and puffing while holding your sister. But as you guys break out of the cavern, as you don't have to worry about the collapse anymore, you see exiting the rubble, close behind, is Ravanair. You see his pink hair whipping up in the wind, caused by all of this devastation. As he looks around,
You all could have been fine under my watch. But you are meaningless to me now.
Damn.
and you see that Ravanair turns his gaze towards the eastern side.
Fare thee well.
And you see, with a snap, you see a door cuts out of reality itself, and Ravenair walks into it, calmly and collected. And by the way, he looks virtually uninjured.
What is he made of?
And as the cavern collapses, Keela goes,
We better get the fuck out of here. That fucking thing down there, whatever angel that was. I know some idiot that wants to kill that, but I don't want to. So let's go.
Preach. She follows along.
Keela leads the entire group of survivors, along with you, Akia, to the kingdom of Tay. And with that, as the winds of change blow through the lands of Rallern, as the meadow has experienced so much across the last 2 days, that is where we will end today's session.
Oh my god.
God bless not
That
America.
was so cool.
God
God
bless.
bless Rallern.
America needs some blessing, come on.
I had no plan for this one. Thank you guys for listening. I wanted to say... I never have a plan. Okay, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed the second episode of Seraph Syndrome. Parts. That's all I'll say. Parts. It's everywhere. Thank you, and I hope you guys keep listening to the future episodes of this podcast that I have poured hours into. Days, months even. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time, I hope. I'll give you a hot cat, man.